went out on the balcony. They had all been on the balcony, but Lauren stayed inside, like a jacuzzi that was empty on the balcony.
Alright.
Had gone inside to get water.
We live.
You're what?
I forgot to turn on the stream ski. We already in the trade though. Looking for sales here. Trump just spoke, and it's Asia session. For those of you that know, Asia session does not move 700 points. So Trump spoke, put a ceasefire out. So market has shot up. We've now swept hella liquidity and came back into this unfilled, unmitigated 1 hour and 4 hour bearish fair value gap. We got a 1 hour close right at the midpoint of that gap. We're in our max expansion, almost of the standard deviation level of this 5 minute. So this is the last high before we made this big move up. So yeah, we tapped into this negative 3.5 level. We met this area up here. Market opened at 8 p.m., pushed and swept this external liquidity and closed below. Pay attention to how the bodies closed below there. So I jumped on the lower time frame and we had that strong push right back down. We had the 15-second inverse here. And so that's what caused me to get into this trade. Now it's been definitely consolidating for some time now. But yeah, we've just been holding this out. And we finally just inversed this little 1 minute here. I think hopefully we can go ahead and inverse this 1 minute as well. I believe once we inverse that 1 minute, then we'll be out of here. But we should just have another market structure shift here with I'm gonna go ahead and remove this with a fair value gap to follow it. So hopefully we respect this. If we do, then I think we'll definitely take off from here straight to TP. This ideally should have been my entry, but I've just seen too many times in Asia when we're in a higher time frame PD array like this, a 1 hour, 4 hour, or like a 15-minute fair value gap. Go and manipulate higher and sweep this little high here for anybody who's in sales here, and then close back below and have an immediate trace back down. It's a pretty strong signal that price is starting to reverse. So this first candle stayed in that lower half. Hopefully this candle will respect it here as well. Yeah, it's definitely just been chopping here just because we have pushed so high and just made so many fair value gaps here. So I have a big 5 minute fair value gap here. So that's definitely been holding us. But it's just been pushing high. Like 700 points is only a matter of time until we get somewhat of a pullback here. Like it's just gone straight up since market open. So I have a 15-minute gap down here as well. So hopefully we can just if we do inverse this 1 minute, we should see price accelerate to TP. Nice respect on that fair value gap there after this market structure should. We just have this gap here holding us off. Ah.
They didn't find
Definitely
non
pretty choppy up here. I mean,
close.
Trump put that ceasefire out, so prices just. I mean, since the war started, we've been tanking crazy. And then once that ceasefire came out, I mean, as you can see, just people thinking the war is gonna be over, which may be the case, but obviously just shut up once that news came out. So yeah, see if we get this inverse finally here, hopefully, and we should see price just take off straight to TP here. Ideally, but we'll see. We are in that 5-minute gap. Probably just tapped into that. Yeah, we tapped into the 15-minute gap as well. So, but because of how much we just shot up with no retracement, that's why I believe that will slide straight to TP. And I would be shooting for a bigger TP, but I'm on an eval. It has a consistency rule, so I'm shooting to aim for $600. So that way I don't make too much money. We did get this inverse, so that's good to see, but I think definitely if we break this low, we should shoot straight to TP. I mean, it's only 15 points. I think we'll definitely get a crazy candle there. And if we get that, I will be done for the night. I think I will definitely go ahead and move break even here. And we broke these lows, making lower lows, and we inverse that. Ideally, I don't want to see that inverse get. I don't want to see price come back above that inverse. 1 minute inverse. Come on, go ahead, get out of there. Let me see a Diddy candle. Just go straight to TP. Wish that body would have closed below that low, but let's see. 5-minute close yet? Yeah. Hopefully that 5-minute didn't close right at the consequent encroachment. Kind of closed a little bit above it. So that's not too much of a good sign, but I think we should still be good here just because, I mean, we have so much room to fall back and so much room for price to correct itself. But at this point, we're risk free, so risk free trade. We're gonna move to above this little fair value gap here. If it comes back and inverses this gap, then I definitely no longer want to be in this trade. But yeah. Just because we're so bullish, we could just sweep this and keep freaking going. So if that happens, then oh well. Hopefully we're just correcting by tapping into this gap. This could be looked at as another market structure shift, you know. I mean, slip this low with somewhat of a displacement, you know. Slip that low and created that gap. So I mean, got that, but it's definitely not looking too good. We did get that 5 minute that closed above consequent encroachment, so it's just like and I probably, yeah, I mean, I got this for risk free, so we did just somewhat inverse this, but we'll see. See what we get here. How we get round tripped. Fucking 13 points from stop loss. It's tough. It's tough. Definitely still bullish. Get stopped out there. It's tough. I mean, they were a good trade, but just unfortunate. Get a round trip there. So, I mean, at this point, give me a little screenshot so I can put that in my journal. Then I'm gonna move all this off of my screen. I don't like to be all cluttered. Put these equal highs in here, split this internal liquidity, very bullish overall. So I think we probably continue trading higher here. And I think what Price is trying to do is just trying to go get those little equal highs over here. It's probably what we're going for. I mean, we just have so much liquidity to take. Sweep all these highs, tap into this 1 hour fair value gap. That would be a nice trade. But it's just no way we push 370 more points during Asia. No way.
It's a beautiful day, and I'm gonna knit, and I've cried every day.
I think we definitely push higher here, though. I mean, I know we're in this 1 hour, so actually, I'm just gonna make it like that so it's not too distracting anymore. Move that inverse. Have this 5 minute we respect it again. I mean, overall, I'm still bearish, but normally this is what I do trade during Asia. It'll put these little equal lows in, and price will go sweep one side of lows, and then it'll go and get those opposing side equal lows. or highs or whatever the case may be. But I mean, that was just a very strong move out of this 5 minute right after we swept that internal liquidity. So it's kind of hard for me to see sales still at this point. I need to see like this 5 minute get inversed. Technically had a little Model 22 here. This market structure shift. Like I want to take this. It's just this shit is so freaking bearish. Tapped into the gap. What do we have here? Probably too late to catch this anyway. If anything, I would want to be below this gap.
I started seeing on Facebook there was this new company, and it had very similar marketing to Discover Excursions, and it had employees, former employees from Discover Excursions working there. It might be Manuel's company, and so I was like, to like.
It's a great push back up out of there. It's just higher time frame. I mean, the 1 hour close right there, the midpoint of that. Then this candle is looking solid. I mean, yeah, just let's sit tight on this one. If it goes higher, oh well. Damn, that's a round trip right there. 10, 13 points away from TP.
I don't always remember exactly what it said, but it was a warning to Americans to be careful.
It's just like we're so bullish, but price is just so exhausted. Like, so with the big push up like that, it's like, okay, well, where do we reject it? And what do you know? We had this huge untapped 1 hour and huge untapped 4 hour value gap up here, which is also a BPR. 1 hour BPR and 4 hour BPR. We swept all of these equal, swept all of these highs, all that liquidity. No, it wants to get up there, but I mean, we've already ran damn near 800 points. It's like that would be a 850 point move. I'm glad I didn't take this. I wouldn't want to be in this. Start to chop again.
So I can get statements and we can pass them along to the public prosecutor.
I think it's definitely gonna go take these highs.
So I started going to these women, asking them to write down their stories, answer any questions, go to the embassy, get questions answered.
Liquidity moves the markets. Tap back into that gap again there.
Then I would get the form, and I would get it signed from the women. They would send that over. Then the embassy would be like, well, we need it in Spanish. And I was like,
yeah, there it goes there.
Okay, let me call my abuela, who is this cute, tiny
She's still bullish.
My rapist, rapes of other women. Perfect. Thank you so much for your help. So that was going on for months.
Let's see.
And that's how the embassy was kind of helping.
I mean, it's not too far away, so it's like we could possibly see price come on up here. I mean, as strong as it's been moving, 130 more points.
really comforting to hear from
it
another survivor,
would
and it was
be
really nice to hear that someone was doing something about it.
pretty
Not
nice.
all of us can be ignored. I thought with all the evidence of so many people experiencing this, the police
Be
would
tapping
surely
into our -4,
you know, it's when someone doesn't
-4
go through your case
standard deviation.
is like telling you that you're not important enough.
Right now we're
It's not fair.
stopped at $40 profit. It's fresh 25K eval.
I didn't deserve that. I was so innocent and sweet.
Broke those highs with displacement.
I really thought I was gonna die. And I invited my friends and me out to keep on
This
playing.
point,
And
anyway, I would be looking for sales as if we get another market structure shift. We still couldn't have got stopped out yet if I left my stop loss. I think my stop was like right there. But I don't like that. Yeah, I mean, price is so bullish. Like, regardless, I wouldn't want to be in this trade anymore.
I just started to like throw up like while laying down on my side. I didn't have any control over my body, and so it would just fall down. And I remember just I could not move.
That would have been a nice little catch right there, though.
And I remember not even being able to see.
God, we saw it respected again there.
I remember like thinking this is how I was gonna die, and I was gonna die.
1 minute is a max contract. Boom.
He said,
It's like a 1-to-1, 380.
I'll take care of Zora. I'll bring her
But
back to the apartment, and she'll be fine. Like, you know, we'll be safe.
we're just doing all this chop in a
Kept on pushing.
68-minute and a 1 hour and 4 hour gap, bearish fair value gap. So it's like it's just hard for me to buy. It's hard for me to choose to buy or sell in this moment. But that is a clean little move right there. Clean model 22 structure wise, but given the fact that we've went straight up 730 points plus we're in a 1 hour and 4 hour fair value gap and BPR, it's just I don't like the probability of that. But it seems that all this news with the war and everything is kind of outweighing anything bearish right now. So boom, we just broke that high again. I'm going to make higher highs. About to get a new hourly in 10 minutes. Could be just trying to push into this 4 hour. This 1 hour. That's what we did last night.
This is the police report that I filed.
But yeah, it looked like this one is about to get inversed.
And their response to the case, it says, due to the lack of evidence, I order the dismissal of the inquiry under Article 277, Number 2 of the Criminal Procedure Code.
But still, this would be pretty smooth here too. 850 to 910. This could possibly happen during a macro time too. Create displacement into this 1 hour gap, which still is going to be part of the 4 hour gap and a part of this 4 hour BPR. So that would be nice. Hopefully we tap into our negative 0.375 level.
I really never wanted to think about it. I didn't tell my family or my friends until the possibility of trial.
Dang, yeah, it was a clean
Representation.
trade there.
And there's so much that should need to
We
be
inversed it right here with this candle, and then
um,
look at the bodies. Once we inverse this 1 minute, look at the bodies staying above that midpoint, as well as tapping and staying in the upper half of this gap. So that could have been pretty clean trade as well. Probably would have got our 600 off of that one. Would have just had to risk more, which I mean, that high we could have went down to right there. We would have just had to risk. I want to risk 250, but like we had zero drawdown, but it's just tough. The probability was tough just because we already reacted at this level of that 1 hour and 4 hour. Started chopping, so it's just like, ooh, how much more can we push up? If we even push up any higher. And we did inverse this 1 minute. I just wanted to let it breathe just because we were so choppy. So, I mean, probably should have trailed my stop loss down to the top of that inverse, but see, we're in here, top of that gap with a 200. Yeah, I mean, probably should have done that, but it's all good.
What are you thinking about it? The only thing you do is just not think about it. Yeah. Do you think you'd ever be willing to go back to Spain? What do you think?
Starting to get very choppy here.
I don't know. I feel like there's been so much pressure on me going back to Spain to a trial.
Since we are still bullish, like a little continuation play could be pretty solid here. Tap into this 5 minute. Ideally, I'd like to see us respect this 1 minute. So that's the gap that allowed us to break that high. Like maybe that new hourly, we get that push up to here.
I think you'll feel a big sense of relief when it's over, knowing that you've done everything you can do, right? Well, I don't know what else.
This could be pretty solid. I might take this
Nothing else.
just because we're so bullish, and I think that's new hourly might give us the push we're looking for. If we rip through this 1 minute and inverse it, then I don't want that. I don't like how strong that candle closed. So you have an extra $40 to risk going in line coin, something like that. Put it at the body there. Let's see how this candle closes. Tapping into this 1 minute and 5 minute gap. Yeah, I think hopefully we get a pull back and get tapped into this. Might not fucking get the pullback. something like that. That's cool. And it's let's see it go past that. Maybe a little bit more than 250, 300, yeah. I mean, that's cool. Jamaica. Try to get that 600, but see how, if we do come up here, we'll see how price reacts. So we tap into that. See 130, 75. Let's see. Come on, keep a bullish momentum up. Let's get a strong push with this new hourly. Not liking that right there. Might get cooked here. Probably gonna get the sell we've been looking for with this new hourly. Yeah, cooked. It's probably gonna push to the midpoint of this 5 minute. Yeah.
Por la presentación procesal de Amanda Gorsen. No obstante, teniendo en cuenta que el juicio comenzaba hoy, pues ya hemos dictado el auto estimando
the inverse of it would have been like up here. Wow, look at that rejection.
I mean, I think it's a failure across a lot of different systems. I think even when we
It's tough to not get back in this because we're so bullish. Like,
results or closure,
no, it wants to run.
Confusing and slow and unclear. So even if you attempt, it feels like futile to continue.
El hecho delictivo no ha desaparecido porque la sala no la haya admitido usted como acusación. La acusación no se ha perdido y el hecho no se ha borrado. El hecho subsiste y la posibilidad de presentar la denuncia.
Look like this 5 minutes being respected. Really, we need to be up here because look at that. Trigger right to that consequent engrossment. Strong pushback higher. I think this new hourly is probably going to give us what we're looking for. As far as this push.
Encontrarnos con un personaje como este, con esa, digamos, facilidad para delinquir que ha tenido él. He tenido casos en España y a lo mejor un violador múltiple, pero ese violador múltiple a lo mejor han sido 4 o 5. Ya es mucho, ya es mucho. Pero en este caso...
Then again, it might give us the sell we've been waiting for.
Como acusado en este juicio, tiene derecho a no confesarse el culpable, no declarar en contra de sí mismo, no declarar en absoluto.
Para mí, que el caso acabe en una condena realmente sería una sorpresa.
Sweet dead, little 5 minute inverse to the downside. Would be pretty strong, but definitely be patient here. This point is still in bullish, but
What do you think Manuel will say?
yeah, let's see the push.
I don't fucking know what he's gonna say. It didn't happen. Never seen this grown out. Like, I don't know what he's gonna say. Anything this guy says is like, I'm gonna give a fuck.
En la defensa.
Con la misma señoría. Manuel, con respecto al viaje, ¿quería usted que tuviera alguna relación con Bambi Vega?
I mean, we just push up so much. It's like, yeah, I think we get the push right here, though. Respecting this 5 minute. How much time left in this 5 minute? 3 more minutes. Wouldn't be opposed to taking this if we push back on.
No hay más preguntas. Señor.
Take this. Oh, I didn't make it in right there. Oh, well. Probably lost before down here.
Buenas tardes. En relación con los hechos
See how
de
much we're risking here.
usted, aparte de negarlos,
Good point, 300 small.
no conocían ni la cara ni el nombre.
Yes, max loss on the day will be 500, which I'm comfortable with. With this trade here, I mean, very bullish overall.
Le digo que no conoce su cara ni su nombre.
Show more respect to this 5-minute, traded to the midpoint.
No lo había visto usted antes.
Did get in a little early, didn't wait for this to close. So that could possibly get us, but like that push there, but might be cooked. Definitely should have sized down so that way we can put our stop loss at the bottom of the gap. That's probably where we fucked up here, but we'll see how this plays out.
En 2013 era el administrador de
Not looking too good after that candle though.
Entró como
Probably cooked here. Definitely should have waited for that close. Yeah, good. That's a wrap for today. Call it a day there. GG's.